And that's in there for strike one.
First pitch strike right there for him. He's going to have to do that consistently if he's going to give any length to his skipper.
Comes up empty on this swing. 0-2 now.
Well, this can be kind of frustrating for the hitting coach. Right now, this lineup seems to be swinging at everything.
珍しいな。
That hits the dirt. 1-2 the count. Right-hander kicks, deals. Got it. And that is that. Down quickly go the Phillies. Still behind by a count of 1-0. And welcome back. Here's the veteran outfielder, A.J. Pollock.
Leading off for the Dodgers, the left fielder, A.J.
The right-hander back to work.
Pollock.
And that's through there for a strike. Ripped on a line. And base hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center. Max Muncy at the dish.
The first baseman, Max Muncy.
On the ground. Fires over to Hoskins. That's one out in the bottom of the second.
Batting eighth, the designated hitter, Cody Bellinger.
One down. Here comes Cody Bellinger. That one's in there, 0-1.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location.
No,
if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
Next offering is downstairs. Rusty Valentine doing the umpiring behind the dish for us. Maybe the best name in the league.
Yeah, that's a solid one, no doubt. I mean, who's better to ask than you? I kind of wonder. Rusty is his actual name or just a nickname?
Yeah, no clue. Next offering is foul back.
Anyways, Rusty's got a good zone, very good on the corners of the plate, but he'll give pitchers a little bit above the letters and below the knees if they're earning it.
That's towards center. Quinn under it. And he makes the catch. 2 down.
Batting ninth, the catcher, Will.
The batter now will be Will Smith. This guy has turned into a beast. First pitch just misses. That one missed. Next pitch misses, and that's ball 3. Appears they're working around him with the base open, Singy.
Well, you know, these 2-0 counts, Boo, they're just not what they used to be, and we sound like old guys when I say that. But ultimately, this is a strategic game, and you expect to see this type of approach by the pitcher in this situation.
2 outs, and 1 in scoring position. And now a full count. 3-2 now. Base hit center field. Collins coming home. He scores, and they lead by 2.
Picks himself up an RBI. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
So the batting order turns over. And up next for Los Angeles, James Outman led off this game with a double. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Left-hand hitter waits. Swing! Oh, the bat went flying there.
飛んでいっとるわね。
Next one misses, and that's ball one.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Next offering is fouled back. And a pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Good job at damage control right there. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now a 2-0 ball game. Back here at Dodger Stadium, on to the 3rd inning. And now here is Roman Quinn.
The center fielder, number 24.
And a pitch. Strike one.
今誰かに当たったぞ。
Next offering is fouled back. Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him.
Man, how many times do you see 3 fastballs in an at-bat like that? I'm sure once he got to 2 strikes, he was trying to stay back for something off speed and just not ready for that 3rd fastball.
Garrett Stubbs, the next to hit. Just 1 hit and 10 at-bats so far in this series. And he swings and misses at the initial offering. The pitch. This one lifted in the air, left field. Hauls it in for the out.
Batting 9. The 3rd baseman.
2 outs, base is empty. Johan Camargo. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
ようやく買収完了か。長かったな。10兆2800億円でよう金持ってるな。
Left-hand batter waits. And there's a ball. Righty to the plate. Right side. Amaya collects it. In plenty of time to first, 3rd out, and that ends the frame. Phillies go down quietly in the inning. They trail it here 2-0. Welcome back. Here's the 3rd baseman, Yorbit Vivas.
Leading up for the
It's interesting. He plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
In the air, left side. Wilson moving under this one. He's got it, and there's 1 down.
Now batting, right fielder, Mookie Betts.
Mookie Betts getting ready to hit. 3rd in the NL in RBIs this year. In there, and it's 0-1. Here comes the pitch. And it's fouled away. Next offering misses, and it's 1-2.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off that pitch.
いや入ってるわ。
Down on strikes, and he knew it.
No, that's not the best 2-strike fastball I've seen, but certainly got away with the location there. You know, sometimes as a hitter, when you're down in the count, you're so focused on a pitcher hitting the black, and you just get a little bit locked up on something down the heart of the plate, not expecting it, and it just kind of freezes you.
Turner, the next to hit, takes outside. To the right side, Segura handles the chance. Over to first. Out with room to spare, and that's the inning. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. As we go to the top of the fourth, here's the second baseman, Gene Segura.
For the Phillies, the second
Well,
baseman.
certainly doing his very best out there on the mound to bring that win streak to a halt.
Gonsolin back to work. That pitch in for a strike, and that is strike one. Just off the outside edge.
That's where you want it. It's a good miss.
Swing and a ball hammered left field, way back there. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Alec Bohm.
And now it's Alec Bohm. And first offering is fouled off. The pitch. Yeah, there's the strike. The Phillies still looking for their first hit in this one. Swing and a miss, and he got him. Two gone now.
Oh, this guy's been pretty much a non-factor so far this weekend. Very little in the way of impactful at-bats and quality at-bats, and let alone contact. That's the 6th time they've set him down on strikes in the series. So no doubt frustration mounting and very high right now.
And now here is Harper. And that's in there for strike one.
Well, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
0-2 as he waves at that one. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. That's out number 3. Phillies down in order, and they're down 2-0. Bottom of the inning, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Jacob Amaya.
Leading up for the Dodgers,
Pitch.
the second baseman, Jacob.
Fly ball to right. Harper has this one sized up, and out number 1 on the grab. Pretty good job on the mound in this one, Siggy. It feels like we've seen a lot of off-balance swings.
Yeah, just one free pass, and obviously he's not a big strikeout guy, but he gets soft contact and he gets outs.
Pollard stands in now and watches strike one.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it. And that skips into there. The next pitch misses, and that's ball 2. And the right-hander deals. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Next pitch just misses, and that's ball 3. kicks and deals. And he grounds one back up the middle. That one's sizzling on its way through to the outfield. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Here's Max Muncy, that funky Muncy, having a nice year in terms of power. Right now, he's 7th in the NL in home runs. Swings through that one, 0-1. Pollard at first, one gone. Foul ball there. On a line out towards center. Oh, he punches it. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone.
Now just a very nice approach and swing right there. He used a big part of the field. Everything was on time. He stayed balanced through the entire swing and just launched that one into center.
Bellinger up to hit. First pitch, and he just misses. Runners at first and second with one gone. Next offering is in for a strike. On the ground to second, might be two. Off balance beat, there's one. Throw to first, but he beat it.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
And up to the plate is Will Smith. It feels like we might be headed towards a rain delay if the weather doesn't ease up, Chris.
Yeah, the umpiring crew are going to pay attention to how the weather is impacting this game. And the moment it becomes dangerous, I think, is the moment.
And there's the third out. That'll do it for the inning. Dodgers strand a couple. They're up 2-0. Back here at Chavez Ravine. Top 5, John Shelby with Chris Singleton. And leading it off, Rhys Hoskins.
Number 17, Rhys Hoskins.
Right-hander back to work. And a swing and a miss.
These guys have been very aggressive early in the count, but when you're down, you might want to be a little more patient. Take some pitches, see if you can extend those at bats and get some base runners on.
The wind of the pitch. That misses. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out.
So now 1-2 to Rhys. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Gets him. One away on a drop third strike.
Now batting, the left fielder, Ethan Wilson.
And digging in for Philadelphia, Ethan Wilson. And first offering is fouled off. And a pitch. And a foul ball. The Phils hitless so far in the game. Next pitch is in the dirt, and the count is 1-2. And he deals.
Straighten him up a little bit.
The pitch. The punch out there, 2 away.
Boog, if you can set up a good 2-strike splitter with the fastball on the previous pitch, it's going to be so tough to recognize and adjust your swing to get a piece of it. Clearly had him reaching for it right there.
This is Bryson Stott. Went down on strikes his first time through. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Up the middle, Turner handles. The throw to first, that's the third out. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. They're still down. It's 2-zip. Back here at the ballpark, we head to the bottom of the 5th. And stepping in is the speedy James Outman. The wind of the pitch.
Man.
And ball 1.
It's good speed at the top of the order here. You want to get it on, see if you can get a stolen base, maybe get around the bases and pick up a run.
Next offering is in for a strike. And a pitch. That's a strike. That is strike 2. And here it comes. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. And the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th.
I'll tell you what, those are the types of guys pitchers really like to punch out when they're on the mound, because if they get on, just the distraction that they create with all that speed over on the base pass, it could take away your focus from the next hitter, and that's the last thing you want to do is serve up a pitch that a guy hits over the fence, and it's a multi-run home run.
That one down the line, and that's just foul. And the 0-1. And there's the strike. And takes low for ball 1.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
And now it's 1-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Now 2 away. Chris, third time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today, economical with the pitch count.
これはすごいな。
Two outs, base is empty. Here's Mookie Betts. Good contact guy, good defender. First offering, and it just misses. Two outs. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Kicks and fires. That's inside. The 2-1. That one is absolutely belted. That's back there. Jumps, but it's off his glove. And now it rolls all the way to the wall. Oh, the throw is wide. Here's the tag. They get him, and that's the inning.
Well, it looks like he got a little greedy right there going for the triple. He was already in scoring position. You've got to hold up right there unless you're absolutely sure. The defense says thank you very much as they head back into the dugout.
Top of the 6th inning, and here is Roman Quinn.
Leading off for Philadelphia.
It really feels like we might be running out of time before a rain delay is called. This rain is not letting up.
Yeah, and if we do get a delay, the unfortunate thing is the clock's going to start ticking on these pitchers, and they won't be able to keep their arms warm forever if it's a long break, and going to have to exit this game a little early.
Gonsolin back to work. And there's the strike.
0-1.
And he lays down a bunt. Fires to first on the run. Got him trying to bunt for a hit.
10口はすごいな、でも。
Now batting, catcher, Garrett Stubbs.
And here's the catcher, Garrett Stubbs. Fly to left his first time up. In there for strike one.
When a guy's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what he's offering that day.
0-2 now. Stays alive. The wind of the pitch. Swing and a foul back. That's out of play. And the righty deals. Ball one there. The Phillies yet to pick up a hit here.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
Righty delivers. Foul ball.
5 foul balls in this at bat so far, and these guys are going head to head. You can see the crowd. They're starting to get into it a little bit more, even though there hasn't been a ball in play yet.
Hit weakly on the ground.
Nah,
and it gets by him. Now the throw to first on the run. Quick recovery from the misplay pays off for the out.
The third baseman.
And now it's switch hitting third baseman Johan Camargo. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. That one's in there. 0-1.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
And that one sliced foul. Is there a little wrinkle to that? I think there was.
Yeah. A little slider action.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. So he's perfect through 6. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, 6 coming up. It's the dot. And welcome back. Trey Turner now.
Leading off for the Dodgers, the shortstop, Trey
Pitch.
Turner.
On the ground to third. Fires over to Hoskins. Leadoff man retired in the 6th.
Up next for the Dodgers, the second baseman, Jacob Amaya.
Digging in, Jacob Amaya. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Movement in the bullpen. Bailey Falter up and throwing. Dominguez warming up as well. And the pitch. To the right side. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. And he beats it. He's safe.
The left fielder, number 11, A.J. Waller.
あら、S が終了なっていうの。
One down. And next for LA, A.J. Pollock. And that's in there for strike one. In the air, foul off first. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. That's out number 2.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
Muncy.
And now it's Max Muncy.
Ball 1, no strike.
Amaya off of first with 2 away. Runner takes off. Swing, and he breaks his back. Camargo collects on the run. Throw to first. That's the third out. Inning over. So the Dodgers leave one, but they hold the 2-0 lead. New inning getting started. Now it's going to be Gene Segura.
Leading off for the Phillies.
You know, he's been so great today. Really just throwing whatever the catcher puts down. I mean, he hasn't shaken off the catcher very much at all today.
So they turn things over to the righty, Daniel
Ah,
Hudson, and he'll work on holding this lead.
Daniel Hudson.
Here comes the pitch. In for a strike. 0-1. 0-1. And he flips the breaking ball in there, or a changeup.
Either one. Something off speed. Good arm action on it. Whatever it was.
Right-handed reliever. And 1-2. Righty to the plate. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. Next pitch misses outside. Ball 2. Right-hander kicks, deals. That one to first. And he takes it himself for the out. So up next, Alec Bohm.
Alec Bohm.
Bounced out to short.
簡単に打ってくれるな。
Zips it across. And 2 away to start the 7th. Here's Harper now.
The right fielder. Bryce Harper.
Well, they've kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come. But you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against him.
He'll do it himself. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Phillies go down quietly in the inning. They trail things here 2-0. Out of the bullpen for the Phillies, Bailey Falter. It's his job to keep his team in the game.
ああ、たっくんさん、ほんま久しぶりですね。元気にしてはりますか。いやー、リアルメジャーもなんかすごいことになってますよね。オリオールズもあっさり姿を消すという。あ、フィリーズともう一個どこやったっけな。足骨折してた。マジですか。それはまた。
Well, I think that's a case of overthinking right there. You got 3 straight fastballs looking in the
骨折はまたしんどいですね。 あ、フィリーズとダイヤモンドバックスか。
First offering misses the mark.
ブレーブスもね、最後は負けましたね。なんかフィリーズの方が勢いありましたよね。
The pitch. Well struck left field. That one's on its way.
ああ、入った。アメリカンの方はね、アストロズが相変わらず強いんですけど、レンジャーズもまた強いですね。意外と短期決戦で普段のね、能力が出されへん人もおるから、なかなか難しいですね。いやでもレンジャーズがあんなに強いとはびっくりですけどね。
Left-hand hitter waits. Upstairs.
あ
The line to kick the pitch. Hard hit to third
Wow.
and a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Back-to-back base hits. Just to
ー、でも個人的にレンジャーズがどんどん上がっていってほしいです。
Put the ball in play and just hope it finds a hole. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Here's the new pitcher for the Phillies, Christopher
アストロ
Sanchez.
はもう前
He
に
last
ね、
pitched 2 days
世
ago.
界一になっているから。
Yorbit Vivas steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Time called.
マリナーズ。まあ、なかなか難しいですね。サード。
So they're making a move for a bat off the bench. Edwin Rios, runner on first with
で
one
も
down.
オリオールズも今年は異常な強さでしたね。今まで最下位が普通やったのに。あんなに変わるとは思わなかったですけど。
There's a guy
あー、
right
そう
there
なん
that
で
really
す
trusts
か。
his hands. I mean, you have to wait a little bit longer with the breaking ball. He did that, and he still had the power to drive it the other way. Just couldn't keep it fair.
Next offering is
まあでも見事に藤波さんもね、オリオールズ入ったから。
Pickoff throw. Outman back in standing. Outman leads off first with one away.
あとはね、大谷さんが、
Oh,
あ、いたい
that
たいた。
fastball
どう
drilled
な
him.
るかですよ
He
ね。
had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him.
Well, this has become a dangerous situation now. Missing spots on the mound and an opportunity for this offense to take advantage.
And that one lifted in the air center field.
あ、そうなんですか。対談するんですか。
Not the easiest thing when you're talking about a guy that's, you know,
それまた
perhaps
残
just going to be
念
in the
な。
rotation,
Not
or
shortstop.
maybe a long relief guy to not start an inning, to come into
あ、でも来年も
and try to get
オリオー
yourself
ル強
comfortable.
そうですけどね。ああ、ドジャースに大谷。どこに行くんでしょうね。
Turner in the box with 2 gone.
まあ、勝てるチームに行かんとやっぱりエンゼルスじゃ難しいですよね。
2 outs. Couple of base runners at first and second.
まあ、どこもみんな欲しがるから。
Next offering is fouled back.
あとは大谷さんがどないするか。
And the 0-2.
わあ、置い
And
た。
there's a rocket into the outfield. Out rounds third, headed for the plate.
ああ、なるほど、なるほど。あえて違う路線出るって。確かにそれもありですよね。とにかく強いですからね、ドジャースは。見た目がなんかこの中日のユニフォーム似てますけど。あの強さがすごいですよ。
Harper makes the catch, and that'll do it. 8th inning coming up. It's the Dodgers 5 and the Phillies nothing. Well, no surprise with this decision to delay the game. The rain is here, and it doesn't look like it's going away anytime soon. And we're going to have to sit tight, Chris.
Yeah, Boog, I don't see a break in the storm coming anytime soon. And I've got my $4.99 weather app, which is pretty trusty. And the radar says it's going to stay this way for at least another hour. So if that's the case, get ready for some new pitchers to take the mound when we get back.
1時間ぐらい中断するみたいですね。長いな。オリックスも山本500億でヤンキース500億。やばい金額ですね、それ。どんだけ金持ってるんやっていう。1時間か。まあ、とりあえず行くか。
So remaining in the game defensively, Edwin Rios. He'll play
山
third after
本さん
coming
も
into the game
相
as a pinch
当
hitter.
注目されてますもん
Here
ね。
in LA, we're at the top of the 8th. Now it's the cleanup hitter for the Phillies, Rhys Hoskins.
Leading off for the Phillies, the first baseman, number 17, Rhys Hoskins.
New arm out of the bullpen, Ruslan Graterol. And he'll try to keep this big lead right where it is.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face
ヤンキースも今年はまさかあんな成績になるとはね、思わんかったですけど。
The pitch. And that's in for a strike. Kicks and deals.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first two pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to his own.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out and one out now. So digging in, Ethan Wilson. First pitch, and he just misses.
来年がどうなるかですよね。まあ、すごい金持ちですよね。日本で言ったらなんか巨人みたいな感じですよ。
The wind of the pitch. That misses the zone, and that's ball 3. Lifted in the air, right center field. Out, gliding to his left. And makes the grab. Well, there's 2 away. And now for the Phillies.
まあ、あとは今年はどこが世界一になるかですよね。
In there for strike 1.
0-1's the count.
2 down, nobody on. That one's in there, and the count is 0-2.
でもレンジャーズもあんだけ強いからアストロズ倒す可能性もありますよね。
As to the conviction in the call.
0-2 now. Here's a line drive.
Yeah,
and
I'll
that's
stop.
going to end the no-hitter. It's a base hit.
今巨人よりソフトバンクは、確かにソフトバンクも相当金ありますもんね。
Runner at first with 2 away. Roman Quinn up here now. First pitch just misses.
日本の野球もね、明日からクライマックスですけど、
Next offering is foul back.
それもどうなるか。
And the pitch. And a count 1 and 2.
横浜ファンとしては、横浜が行ってくれるといいんですけど。
And a swing and miss. And that'll do it. Phillies strand 1. It's 5-0. Sir Anthony Dominguez is checked into the game. Big deficit here, but he's still got a job to do.
Sir Anthony Dominguez.
Welcome back. Bottom of the 8th. A.J. Pollock at the dish.
Leading off for the Dodgers, the left fielder,
Pitch.
A.J.
Pollock. Strike. Next offering is foul back. Next one is off the plate. Now 1 and
2。5点もあればいけるでしょ。
On the ground to the left. Fires over to Hoskins. 1 gone to the bottom of the 8th.
Up next to the Dodgers.
Here's some real power at the plate. Max Muncy, 1 for 3. And first offering is fouled off.
でもこれドジャースやってますけど、ほんま強いですよ。貯金だらけですからね。
Around first, heading for 2. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Drove that ball nicely, put a great swing on it, and it jumped off his bat. Kind of put it all together there, and he's rewarded with the double.
1 out, runner at second. Here's Cody Bellinger. Now he steps out as time is granted.
DH か。いっか。折れた。
Pops it up. Dominguez makes the grab out. Number 2.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Jose Alvarado will take over here. A runner on second to deal with. He'll do his best to keep him there. Will Smith steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And first offering is fouled off.
3の2か。
Swings through that one for strike 2.
For this guy, it's truly a battle when he steps into the box. Only one thing on his mind, seeing that pitch out of the hand and hit it hard somewhere.
That one ripped, but foul.
He's got one already tonight. I wouldn't be surprised if he pops another one here.
At the belt and fires.
ボールや。
Popped up to the left into foul ground. And that's a foul ball. And he deals. And down on strikes he goes. And that is that. One left for LA, but they hold a 5-0 lead.
でも1安打に抑えてるんだ。
We go to the 9th, and now the catcher comes up to him. Garrett Stubbs.
Leading off for the Phillies.
And the right-hander back to work.
Garrett.
And a good eye there. Fouled off left side.
なんとか完封でいきたいですね。
And a pitch. So now 1-2.
Well, don't expect too many more high fastballs. This is a good sinker ball pitcher, and sometimes they can make mistakes trying to pitch up in the zone. Look for him to stay down around the knees to be effective.
And he pulls up on it, and that's a hit.
Well, the last 10 games or so have been anything but fun at the plate for him, so that one has to feel good. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man, and as he connected out front, flipped it into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
Next offering is in for a strike.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much. Typically, that high fastball, if it's close to the top of the strike zone, a hitter, if he's prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin.
ダブルプレーか。
To second, there's one. Back to first, double play. And that's the ball game.
The number 7 is such a cool sort of lucky.
1安打でいきました。
Really well, but to win 7 games in a row, there's been some luck and there's been some really good play. I think you get to this point, you start to look at, can we double that? Make it double digits, make it 2 touchdowns, make it 14.
じゃあ2安打か。2安打完封。
Dave Roberts and company celebrate in the dugout. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.
よいしょ。これで7連勝。すごいな。全然負ける気がないっすからね。ほとんど勝ってるな。次はバックスか。3位か。でも 7.5 もあるから、全然余裕ですね。ヤンキーも強いな。なるほど。よいしょ。さあ、ここで終わりますわ。よいしょ。さあ、お疲れ様でした。24か。大量の貯金やな。さあ、では。